What's up? So we got Arrow Season 2, Episode 4, Crucible. So this episode starts off with Oliver fighting some bad guy while Felicity's trying to talk to Isabel Rochev and trying to make some excuse why Oliver's not at the party. And then Diggle's hey, you should be worried about your party, and then fighting some guys with guns, and Oliver's like, what party? So then Oliver shows up, shows some blood on his face, and he's like, and yeah, I don't know how he got that blood. So Felicity concludes that every crime scene that the blonde vigilante has been on is where Laurel is involved. So Felicity thinks the blonde vigilante isn't looking after him. She's looking after Laurel. So then we see the blonde vigilante, and Oliver captures her, and he's like, why are you going after Laurel? She's like, I got the same thing to you. And she's like, who are you? And she's like, you couldn't take it. And she was like, I can handle it. She's like, if you handle it, you and Laurel, always and forever. And he's like, I can take it. And she's like, not this time, Ollie. And takes off the wig to reveal it is actually Sara Lance. Yes, Laurel's that sister, who's now played by a different actress than she was in the pilot episode. This time she's played by Katie Lotz. And yeah, Katie Lotz is amazing. So yeah, so Oliver's, so Felicity and Diggle are just bombarding him with questions about how Sarah's alive and how he can never tell, how could he have never told Quentin or Laurel about this. And he's like, and he's like, he's like, he met her on the island, you met on the island, so you saw her die, and then she met on the island with you, and then you saw her die. And then Oliver's just like, these were 5 years where nothing good happened. No wonder you wanted to tell them. So yeah, that Sarah was alive. So yeah, that's a great reveal. That Sarah's actually the woman in the blind. So Sarah goes up to the watchtower and meets up with Sin, and she basically reveals that Sin's family life isn't well, and Sarah reveals that her dad's a cop, and her sister's a lawyer, and mentioned nothing about her mom. Like she just mentions about her dad and her sister, but mentions nothing about her mom. Like, Sarah, what about Daya? Just doesn't mean no. Anyway, yeah. Never mind my laughing at this because it's so yeah. So Sarah shows up. Actually, we'll talk about Laurel. So Laurel's on a date with the DA, DA. In the premiere, I said DEA. But that's a Breaking Bad thing. This is DA. But Officer Daly, who plays by Jesse Hutch from Batwoman, who today's actually Jesse Hutch's birthday at the time of the video, which would be coming out today, Saturday, February 12th, 2022. Today's his birthday. So happy birthday, Jesse Hutch. So Quentin tries to yell at Laurel, tries to scold Laurel. Laurel doesn't listen, and Oliver goes to Alcor. Quentin goes to, as Sarah shows up, and Sarah's like, did you tell her family she was alive? And he's like, no. But then Quentin shows up talking about Laurel, and yeah, and Sarah hears all this, leaving. So then we see Hot Dan, or as I like to call him, Hot Dan Espinosa, and he's talking about the mayor, not the mayor who died, there's some guy played by Clay Bennett from Total Drama going by the mayor, and he tries to do this whole rally, and Quentin and Hot Dan is like, you don't. I'm gonna keep calling him Hot Dan because I love the name. Hot Dan is like, you don't speak for these people, and he's like, then neither do you, and shoots at people with Sin getting in the crossfire and ending up in a coma. And Sarah shows up in the Starling City rocket tap that her dad gave her, which is a pretty continuity to season 1, where they thought where that girl that they thought was Sarah wore the exact same hat. I think that's yeah. So yeah. So yeah. And yeah, it's really Hot Dan, or Sebastian Blood, is actually evil, where he injects the mayor with some sort of needle that kills him. Oh, Hot Dan, you're evil. Really evil. Maybe you're the villain of this season. Who knows? But yeah, we also get some flashback stuff about how after he and Slade were attacked by those Oliver got knocked out, landed on a ship called the Amazo, and that's where he saw Sarah for the first time after him thinking she was killed in the Gambit. And he's like, how are you? And that's all we get of that. Maybe we'll get some Sarah flashbacks in the next episode to learn how she got that way. I love Chaos's voice. If you watch my Legend of Tomorrow Season 7 reviews, which I will get to Legends accordingly after this, Sarah sounds so different. Her first portrayal, Chaos's portrayal of Sarah, sounds so different than what she sounds like currently. She just sounds like this. Like every time she talks, it feels like she's talking with a whisper. Yeah, it feels like she's talking with a whisper. Nothing against Chaos, the actress who plays her, but it's just that first Sarah talking with a whisper. Yeah, I also like this thing that Sin makes about, like, Roy and Thea are about to kiss when Sin shows up, and she's like, hey, Abercrombie, because that's what she called him, and it's so funny, and he's like, and she's like, hey, and he's like, she must not know that you're the Arrow's delivery boy. Oh, Sin, that was hilarious. And she meets Thea for the first time, but I love that. I love how she says she doesn't know that he's the Arrow's delivery boy. Oh, Sin, best character. Also, Sarah's the best character. So yeah, it's also, we learned that Laurel isn't only drinking, but she's taking pills. And she getting mad at everyone else for questioning her, saying about how Quentin's the drunk guy who she's always had to pick up Quentin from the bar and all this stuff, when she's the one he's the one that has the problem, not her. But she's the one that has the problem. She's dealing with the fact that she's the reason why Tommy died by drinking and taking pills. Laurel, that's not a healthy way to live. Laurel, that, like, taking pills is not a healthy way to live. But that was this episode. It was pretty great. I'm excited to see more of Sarah. We do get to see a fight between the Canary, I'm going to call her the Canary now, and the Arrow. Yeah, for some reason, marketing listed her as the Black Canary. But no, she's just the Canary. The merchandise listed that wrong. Even Amazon Prime listed her as the Black Canary. But no, she's not the Black Canary at all. No, she is just the Canary. And she knows her fight. Oh, she's almost going to kill the mayor. And the mayor does die by hands of Hot Dan or Sebastian Blood. But she was about to kill him, and then Oliver was like, you don't have to kill him, but you have to let him live. But Dan did. kill him. So that was the episode. It was pretty good. I might say my favorite episode. We finally got to reveal the canary. Gonna call her the Canary now because I like that name. The Canary. Sara Lance. No one have to call her the mysterious woman and the mysterious blonde vigilante anymore. Now we know it's Sara. So anyway, I'll see you next time for some more, probably Sara focused, because this season is probably going to be Sara focused because it's focused on Sara. But anyway, I'll see you next time. And we also got some more Flash references. But I'll see you next time for some more Arrow.